This is the WLToys A929 Desert Racing Buggy. The WLToys A929 is a clone of the Apache C1 that was produced by HPI. This vehicle is a true 1/8 scale desert buggy, and by that I mean it's exactly 1/8 the size of a real Class 1 desert racing buggy. It's not in the same scale as regular RCs because this is slightly larger than a true 1/8 scale in RC terms. The detail on this is amazing. As you can see, the roll cage, the body, the driver compartment, the spare tire, etc. Would make most people want to buy this. The body comes off with 5 body clips, which is really great, really easy, especially when you compare this to something like the Axial Exoterra, which is a nightmare to get the body off. Underneath, it's a standard layout using a 1/8 scale truggy chassis. It has 3 silicone filled gear diffs. The center one has a metal spur on it. It's powered by a 4070 brushless sensorless motor. It has a dust and waterproof receiver case and waterproof servo. The servo is a metal gear servo with 166 ounces of torque with a 0.18 second transit time. And the battery tray will accept 2 2S LiPo batteries or 1 4S LiPo. If you're going to put the 4S LiPo on, you need to buy a loop connector so you can close off one of the battery connectors. You can either make one or buy one. The A929 does include 2 7.4 volt 2S 4000 mAh LiPo batteries, so it's truly ready to run out of the box. The spare tire on the back is a real spare tire. It's on a real wheel. It is a real tire, unlike the Apache C1, which is a real tire on a fake wheel. Also, unlike the Apache C1, the ESC is not mounted under the spare tire. That caused several issues with the Apache C1. Instead, the 120 amp ESC is mounted to the chassis opposite the motor, which is an excellent location for this, and you avoid all the faults that came along with the Apache. The suspension design is the same as the Apache, which came off of the Vorza. It uses plastic body threaded big bore shocks with aluminum pivot blocks with captured pins all the way around. The A-arms are unique in that they're flat and smooth on the bottom for both realism and real function. Just like on the full-size desert buggy, they allow the buggy to glide over terrain. The tops are also covered to keep mud and dirt out. The steering toe links and camber links are all solid plastic. For fine adjustability, you would need to buy aftermarket turnbuckles, which run anywhere from $18 to $25 a pair, and they come in multiple colors. Transmitter is pretty standard. There's nothing fancy about it at all. It fits the hand well. It has standard servo trims and standard reversing, as well as centering of the servo. There is no third channel for lights, although the receiver does have 4 channels. It only uses 4 AA batteries, just like the transmitter on the Apache C1, but unlike with the Apache, they're not included, so you do have to purchase 4 AA batteries. The A929, like the Apache C1, tops out at 35 miles per hour out of the box. That's standard for most 1/8 scale RCs. It has good speed and excellent acceleration. The steering servo is a bit slow, producing a bit of understeer, but that's easily managed. The A929 looks amazing on a natural surface. With good editing, it could look just like the full-size vehicle running. The A929 doesn't use the Yokohama Geolandar tires like the Apache, but the tread is similar, and it's not really great for traction, but fortunately they both use a standard 17mm hub, and you can interchange tires and wheels with most other 1/8 scale RC buggies, truggies, and trucks. The Apache C1 has been discontinued, but parts are available at most hobby shops, both online and locally, as well as on eBay. The good thing about that is that all the parts for the C1 are interchangeable with the A929. That being said, I plan to do a lot of modifications to this vehicle, including the body. I'm going to actually purchase a clear body and repaint the drivers, and so basically I'm going to kind of create a custom look, kind of a US Army all black vehicle, and may add some lights. I'll probably change out the big bore shocks, the colors, different things like that. But like I said, you can easily modify this by using the widely available parts for the Apache C1. Now, as I said, the Apache C1 has been discontinued. When the Apache C1 was available, I think the cost was over $600. Even looking now on eBay, you can pick up a used Apache starting at about $350, selling for around $450. That is ready to run. Some guys are including batteries for the truck itself, some are not. The A929 can be purchased on eBay right now for $329 with free shipping. That's an amazing savings considering parts are interchangeable. It's basically a clone. I mean, you can pick this up and then you can buy the actual painted parts for the Apache C1 and have the exact same vehicle. You could look at it and not tell that there's a difference at all in the two vehicles. Driving, I don't think there's a difference at all. Speed, obviously there's not a difference. And then, weight front to back, there's no difference. If you're looking at something online and you're thinking about getting a used Apache C1 and you're about to spend $400, think about the WLToys A929. You can pick it up for, $300, $329 with free shipping. Buy some parts. It's a brand new truck, never been used, and you can make it look exactly the same as the HPI version. So thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please leave them below. If you have any questions, please leave them below as well. Please rate and subscribe. In the next couple of weeks, as I said, you will see the modifications that I'm making to the vehicle to customize it, and so you'll see the US Army version of this vehicle.